Alright, you guys. The Shtf subscription box has arrived today. So let's go ahead and get into this one. This is going to be the box for April. It is rather small, as you can see. So, see what we've got. Alright, so it's going to be a bunch of smalls. We got to find that card. I don't know why they, well, for probably packaging reasons, put it on the bottom, but they could just throw it right on the top. So anyway, what we're looking at here is we're looking at 3 different tiers. We got the primary, the pro, and the elite. We have purchased the elite for April 2025. And we are going to start off with the, so I paid $89.99 for this box. Your primary starts at $20 and your pro is at $49. And we're going to start off with the primary. So we have a knife right off the bat. We have a Bushmaster assisted opening tactical knife, which I'm assuming it's going to be this guy right here. I think this is a repeat. It looks familiar. Let's see. We're not taped shut. Oh, there we are. So, plastic scales. Thumb assist. Index finger assist. It's got your glass breaker. Your seatbelt cutter, which I don't even... Does it actually work to cut a seatbelt? Don't know. Never tried one. I wouldn't rely on it. But anyway, typical gas station truck stop knife. Standard open. I mean, it is assisted, but throw it in the glove box, throw it in the truck, throw it in the tackle box, toolbox. Some of these are a lot sturdier than you'd expect, but these pocket clips, oh, that one's really sturdy, actually. So, I mean, it's a good throwaway. Something I would use on, on projects I normally wouldn't use any of my good knives on. That's what these are good for. So, they're always good to have around. It's got a pretty good edge on it. Not too bad. That's pretty good. So, all right, let's see what the price is on this bad boy. Oh, $14.99. It's a little much. These run about $9.99. We all know those. Not impressed. Alright, next on the list is the Trailblazer Survival Lanyard Hidden Knife. Trailblazer Survival Lanyard Hidden Knife. I'm assuming that's this. This Trailblazer, you get yourself a lanyard, so I have not seen this product before. Get that stuff out of there. Alright, so got ourselves a little bit of paracord here. The carabiner clip. That is not climbing rated. Kind of strong. See here, hidden knife. Oh, all right, gotcha. Need 2 here, and then just pull it out. You get yourself a little knife. And my first impression is dangerous. I mean, look at this. How the heck are you supposed to... Look at this. What are you supposed to do with this? That's funny. It's got an edge on it. That's... I mean, for emergency backup, I guess, you know? Not bad. Very interesting. Now, could this go in any way, or does it go in a certain way? No? Try it this way. Nah, it doesn't matter which way it goes in. You know, throw it on a backpack. Just hang in there. It's pretty, it's got some good weight on it. But that just, to me, looks dangerous. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this dangerous? I mean, you have no grip. I mean, you're going to grip it like this? You know, I wouldn't... That just looks like an accident waiting to happen. Anyway, throw in the comments what you guys think about that. So, I mean, it'll get, you know, thrown on a backpack or something. But like I said, an emergency. You know what would have been cool? I would have liked to have seen like an integrated fire starter in here. Would have made it a little bit more versatile. Anyway, they got $9.99 on that. It's about right. Alright, so next on the list is the Waterproof Know Your Knots Reference Guide. Yeah, you know what I have to say about these guys. They're overpriced. Information, knowledge, you know, knowledge is, you know, depending on the situation, worth its weight in gold, but, you know, I think they overcharge for these. But if it, you know, it's you can feel the material. It's like it's almost laminated, but not really. But anyway, we got loop knots, binding knots, stopper knots on that side. Got some bend knots over here, hitch knots. So, I mean, all in all, it's like I have, you know, the other one, and I guess you could, you know, amass a collection of these, and they don't really take up any room anywhere. Sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt to get them to fold back, though. I don't think I'm doing it right. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, you know, they don't take up a lot of room. They're lightweight. Throw these in a larger pack, maybe keep them in your truck glove box. Definitely not an EDC bag, that's for sure. But they want they want $12.99 for that. Whoa, that's a lot more expensive than the last one. The last one was only $10, but I want $12.99 for that. That's way too much. Anyway, we are going to be moving on to the glow in the dark Paracord bundle. 650 pound rated. So, wow. I don't know how many feet are here. I hope at least 50 feet. So, I mean, this stuff's always good to have. Can't go wrong. So, just your standard roll. I'm hoping 50 feet at least. What do they want for that? Paracord's always good to have. $11.99. Seems a bit much for this amount. Yeah, probably about right. Alright, and the last item in the primary is going to be the Spartan wool fingerless wool gloves. I want to say it twice, so another good item to have. Just throw it in the box. I actually need a pair of these for my solo stove. So when I take it out to the beach or wherever I'm going, you need to dump it out. So you need to have gloves on you, and that's what these are going to be used for. So yeah, just your standard pair of gloves. They've got something written on here. Glove insert wool, cold weather type 2, Spartan Wool Company. Yeah, and standard pack gloves with no fingers. $16.99. It's about right. So, all in all, you paid $19 for that. The April retail value is $66.95. Seems a bit much. You think this is $60 worth of gear here? Tell me what you think in the comments. Knot book, cheap little knife, some paracord, that deal, and some gloves. All for the low cost of $66.95. That's a little disappointing. Anyway, hopefully they make it up for it down here somewhere. Alright, so we're going to move on to the Pro Box. I mean, these are good fillers, you know, for making a bug out bag. Not bad items, but on to the next one. $49.99 a month. And that's what we paid. Plus everything in the primary. So your retail on this is $111.93. First on the list, we have the Apex 4-core rechargeable flashlights. I hope this is not a Temu item. Apex 9. I have a feeling it is. I think I've seen that brand on there, but we will see. Yes, sir. This is a Temu item. God dang it. This is like a serious waste of materials here. So this is one of these famous flashlights you see on Temu, and they make them bigger than they are. I really wish they wouldn't do this. You know, it's starting to wear on me. So this flashlight weighs 10 ounces, maybe. It's already broken. Cob light lens is cracked. That's not rechargeable. Totally ABS. Or I don't even know if this is ABS, to be honest. Everything's completely plastic. I mean, this thing is so light, it's insane. I don't even know if there's how there's a battery in there. You got your old school USB charger. Got your cob light, power button. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. I mean, I don't even... Oh, Lord. Probably the best part of this, to be honest, would be this cob light. That's where you're going to get your most power. Here's a supposed battery indicator. 100%, 75, 50, 25. Honestly, this is... I'm telling you guys, these are straight garbage. I wouldn't even... I'm actually, you know what I think I'm going to do is I want to see how long it'll actually run on this. I don't even know how there's a battery in here, like I said before. God dang it. These are like these Temu flashlights. I knew it. You know, these things on Temu, you can get them for like $1. Well, I don't know about the with the tariffs now. Temu is already saying they're going to be raising their prices, So honestly, that's super disappointment. Again, I'm going to send another email to them after the last time. It seemed like they stopped, but this is, you know, the thing is they've got their own labeling on here, like it's their own product. So, what do they even want for this thing? They want 20 bucks for this. That's a complete ripoff. Oh man, I'm not happy about that. Alright, so on to the next item is the Drifter 9 portable solar heated shower with temperature gauge for $24.99. Okay. I'm assuming this is going to be it. It's funny, we just got a shower from Budk'S, not Budk'S, but BattleBox. The Flex Tail shower. And this is this it? I don't believe that this is what I'm looking for. No. This is what I'm apparently looking for. Is this a solar shower? Okay, yeah, so this is just a solar shower. These are those basic bags. You just fill them up with water. I'm not going to open this. You fill it up with water. You hang it. You can see the little shower head right here. Looks like it comes in a mesh bag. So I like this one though because this is a lot more compact than the one that I do have. And you know, these can also be used as water bags as well, not just shower. So it's an alright item, but I already have a better one. But that one's cool because it's not battery powered. Alright, so the price on that guy was $24.99. That's about right. So that rounds out the total to $111.93. It has some kind of a temperature gauge on it. I'm interested in seeing that. We'll look at it later. Alright, on to the Elite box, which is price is $89.99, and our retail value for this whole entire box is $176.91. Alright, so this is actually something that's actually a really good idea to have. A Doomsday Heirlooms Garden Starter Seed Set. So these are really important to have, as you guys know, or maybe if you don't know, but heirloom seeds are the only seeds that are going to reproduce themselves. The ones you get in the stores nowadays, if they are not heirloom, they will not, those seeds will not regrow. It looks like we have a really good variety here. Artichokes, asparagus, greens, cucumbers, lettuce. I mean, there's a really good assortment in here. I have some other ones that don't have really have good assortments at all. This one's a really good wide variety. 35 vegetable varieties. So awesome to have, awesome to have. And what I do, I don't know if this is, I mean, what I do with these is I throw these in the freezer, because I heard freezing seeds makes them last longer. So there's more than 10,000 seeds in this pack. You know, if you're a true SHTFer and you don't have any of these, you need to go out and get some. So these can actually get pretty pricey, because I'm going to tell you the price on this guy. They want $49.99, and that's about right for these. They can get very, very, very expensive real fast, and you've got 10,000 seeds. So I've got two of these, not exactly the same, so this is going to be my third seed vault. Am I happy about it? Well, of course. So again, that was $49.99 on that one. And the last item is the folding survival shovel and case. That was this guy over here that I was just about to open. And again, we've all seen these boxes falling apart. We haven't seen this particular one, but standard little cheap nylon case with a really cheap, unreliable belt loop that will rip and is already starting to rip, as you can see. Let's see what kind of shovel this is. One piece, two piece. What do we got here? Oh, the smell of the rubber coming off of this is probably not even good to breathe. So, you know, you got your standard shovel here. Let's just open it fully. Honestly, I never really... Alright, so this has got a completely flat edge, which, for digging, it's really bad. Look at this. Look at that. Curved, rounded edge. Really bad for digging. So, you might want to get a file and file an edge on there. These are completely not even... You could rub this for days and it wouldn't cut anything. Look at this. Just a total piece of you-know-what. Honestly, I've never really understood these kind of devices except for maybe digging a latrine. I don't know what else. I mean, I wouldn't recommend digging a hole in the ground for a fire pit because then the heat's not being radiated out. So I don't know why you would use this to dig a fire pit. I have several of these types of shovels. I have the really, really good one. But yeah, I don't... shovel in a survival situation, I don't know. Especially a small... I mean, this thing is... A regular full-size shovel I can understand, but... Not saying that I don't understand a shovel in a survival situation. That's not what I'm saying, and I'm going to get crap tons of shitty comments about it. I don't understand a shovel of this size. I mean, you're doing a lot of work that you don't need to normally do. If you're in a truck, just put a shovel in your truck. We're not in war, so we don't need to dig a foxhole. Maybe to dig under a fence, you know? I mean, I guess there's, you know, some small applications, but shit, you're going to be there forever. I'd just rather try to jump the damn thing. With this, look. My hand is bigger. And the smell coming off this thing just says cheap Chinese producing cancer material. I don't usually say that, but I am not impressed with this shovel. This is... You can get better US surplus for like $10 than this, because I bet you this price is going to be more than that. It's like a little cheap kid's toy. Unbelievable that there's no sharp edges on here. So that is a complete absolute disappointment. All in all, this whole entire box has been basically, it's a meh box. I try to stay positive for you guys, but you know, not every box is going to be you know, the best box, obviously. There's a few good items in here. So what do they want for this shovel? They want $14.99, $15. So Pyro is also branding these things, which are cheap as hell. Just all plastic with some cheap die-cast metal parts, like the one I have already. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this box. You know, we got this shovel thingy. I guess you... Oh, that's right. You could use the shovel to plant your seeds. Duh. Alright. Yeah, you know, maybe I need to wake up a little bit more. But yeah, I guess, you know, you get your little... You got your shovel for your seeds, which is alright. Then, you know, you're working so hard, you got your gloves. You gotta have those for your shovel. And we got the knife that's probably going to cut you worse than you're going to cut anything else. Some paracord, which is actually handy. I need that. I'm going to put that in the bag. Another one of these guys. Plenty of those. This one to add to the other one, the other collection. And we've got this handy dandy solar shower. With a temperature gauge on it, but I don't know. Even if it's a dry bag, it's probably worth its weight anyway. But alright, you guys. Well, to be honest, this was kind of a disappointing box. Seeds are cool. It's about it for me. Everything else is meh. But that's gonna be it, you guys. So please give this video a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you would like to support the channel, there is the thanks button down there. And that'll be it for this video. So until next time, you guys, y'all have a good one.